Look who's back. Back again. So I've actually heard a number of people who've called in, text messaged, social media message, all that kind of good stuff, good and gravy. Like, yo, I'm watching your marketplace reviews and they are hysterical. They're crazy. Oh no, I was worried that you were going to find my listing online. I'm coming for you. If your listing is good, then you probably don't have anything to worry about. But if you are trying to straight polish up a stinky pile of poo, then I'm going to find that listing and I am going to expose it to the rest of the Jeep community. That's right, folks. My name is Neil from SFJ4x4.com, and I'm coming back to you from our studios, SFJ 4x4 Studios, to talk about marketplace reviews. And if you can look at my page, you can see every day I'm combing cool ATVs, trucks, Jeeps, trailers, wagons, the whole tractors, the whole litany, right? And so this is what I do every day. I make parts move, we build cool Jeeps, and I am just enthralled by projects that I don't need. So what's the best thing for me to do is to thumb Marketplace and find those Jeeps, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and bring them to you and show you what I'm thinking about when I look at these ads. So if it's your first time joining us, here's the rules. Our production team finds 3 or 4 listings that I have not seen yet. You're seeing them the same time as I am. I'm going to rank each listing with a 0 to 5-star listing in how complete, how persuasive, and arguably, informational or entertaining that it is. And then at the end, I'm going to give some type of generic ranking to say what is the best bang for my buck. Those of you who have been watching, I hope you've been enjoying it. Make sure you take a moment to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment, do whatever you have to do. Just interact with us. We're having fun reading and responding to what you have to say about these vehicles. We've seen everything from blown Hemi $200,000 Gladiators down to just absolute just silly, affordable, couple $1,000 rust buckets. The market is nuts. And so people are spending money, maybe. I don't know. Some people have said they have. Some people said, they're just sitting on it until the market comes back down. But we can all say that vehicles and used vehicle prices have been just unheard of, unseen in this manner that they have been. So, let's see. Some people are making money. Some people are just listing for the fun of it. First, oh, baby. Oh, hello. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at this?
When I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
2002 Jeep Wrangler X Sport Utility 2-door 28G. Again, if you're taking the time to list it, tell me why you want me to come out my pocket to pay for this vehicle. However, what I can tell you already is I'm looking at it and I'm seeing some good stuff. Driven 65,000 miles, manual transmission. Exterior color is orange, interior color is black. And nobody actually cares about the MPGs or the highway because that's not why we drive these bricks. 28,000 or best option. Description in pics. If you don't like the price, move on. Message me with any questions. All right. So I dig it. Seller is feeling pretty confident about their pricing. They say that they've got a good description in here. Listen, I've sold some things online recently, folks, or am in always the process of buying, selling, and trading. And I can tell you this just, is it available? Yeah. You know what? Yo, it's available. Ask me what you actually want to know about it, right? You want some other pics? You want something, description? Ask that. Not just regular Yahoo stuff. But so I get it. I'd love to see a little more description. Take your time here, but maybe he's got listing elsewhere. This thing is just gnarly. So we've got full hydro going on here. Little stinger job. Flat fenders, comp cut in the rear. Got the super swampers. Got true bead locks. Got this big 60 hanging out front. High steer. Maybe those are reeds. I don't think those are reeds. I think those are just painted orange. Coilovers. And this is a Smittybilt Stinger right here. At least that's typically what it is. I mean, you got so much money here. Like, give me something better than a Smittybilt, but that's fine. We've got the coilovers in the rear comps. God, look at those big, beautiful tires. Oh yeah, look at these. Nice long arm here. Resis. So we have full. This is full. Where the heck is this Jeep at? Fort Wayne, Indiana. Good for you, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Way to represent. Oh yeah, twist her up. So we're just flexed out on some pipes here. I would love it to be like captioned like never been off road. All right, so got the full PSC hydro. Yeah, okay. We had a obligatory buddies Jeep in the picture. Oh, the cute kid pictures. That's good. That's a sellable unit. Look at these jack stands, right? That's a cool Jeep and all, but look at these jack stands. Those are some big jack stands. I made some jack stands. I don't know that I would trust this. I'll be honest with you, but listen, I made some pretty sketch jack stands back in the day for this very reason. So I get it. I feel your pain. I do. You need a jack stand. You just need it to be tall and kind of do the job. Oh, buddy, here's our parts list. Oh, I love a screenshot. Not 2002 Jeep Wrangler 40. Is it really only at 65,000 miles? Tell me, why does it have 65,000 miles on it? How does this motor only have 65K? All right, we got an NV 3550, which would be the appropriate 5-speed transmission of the 2002 vintage. Stage 2 ceramatallic clutch. Ceramatallic clutch. I gotta tell you, I want that word to be made up. Ceramatallic. Do you think that's a real word? Because I gotta be honest. I mean, I'm down for semi-ceramic, a semi-metallic, a ceramic and metallic, but ceramatallic. Okay, I'm stuck on it. 231 transfer case, SYE, cable linkage. That's your cable shift for your 4-wheel drive. Tom Woods drive shafts, AC and heat works perfect. Oh, okay. Line lock on front axle, so you can do some gnarly stuff. So we got a 79. Oh, we got the coup de grace high pinion Dana 60 front, USA standard 538 gears, ARB air locker, it's trussed, CTM universals, 35 spine chromoly axle shafts and inner and outer. Brannick Motorsports slugs. They make some nice rugged off-road stuff. High steer and welded gussets. We got a 14 bolt in the rear with Crane 13 bolt shave kit and USA standard 538 gears. Yukon locker, probably out on Grizzly if I had to guess. Trussed and chrome moly shafts. So they've got the, if you're not familiar, the 14 bolt, it's got a belly. It's got a big old belly. And I'll be honest, I have it. I didn't shave it on my Jeep, Chuck Norris. So I've got it hangs down, right? And that's the best descriptor. I'm going to say it's a belly hangs down. Let's not pretend it's anything else, guys. And so, on the rocks, you can definitely get it hung up on things. They're saying, hey, instead of 14 bolts, a 13 bolt shave kit, which makes sense. Full hydro PSC gives us the part number for the TJ, 40 plus inch tires. Yep. 2.5 Fox coilovers with resis, 16 inch travel in the front, 14 inch travel in the rear, 3-inch Fox hydro bump stops all 4 corners, 4-link front and rear. Yep. Brannick Motorsports. Oh, that's who the control arms are. Beautiful. 2.25 inch bottom links, 2-inch top links, TMR limit straps, 4 corners, Brannick Motorsports rear sway bar. It's got 5 43-inch Super Swamper TSL SX and 7.6. For some reason, they have 6 17-inch Raceline Monster bead locks. 15 gallons fuel cell, stock fuel pump, so gauge still works. Tucked in between the frames, straight framed rear end. That means the back end rotted away and they used a nice kit to, kind of box it in. Built-in roll cage, tied in frame, 4.0 harnesses, Bluetooth stereo, aftermarket speakers with amp. Boom! That thing is gnarly. Gnarly. You just point and shoot. That is a point and shoot Jeep, right? That thing is, it just says, I've wheeled at Badlands. That's all it needs to say, right here. Boom. Beautiful. All right, that seems like it's a well-built Jeep. I don't know how much about this gentleman who put it together, or where it was put together. I'm going to assume they have some knowledge of what's going on. Are you going to get in it and drive it down the road 8+ hours? I don't think so. I don't. I think you need to bring a trailer. It would be worthwhile. Is it $28,000? If you tried to build this, if you came into a facility like our own and you wanted to build this, I think the money's there, right? So $28,000, you're coming out ahead. The only really icky, picky, critical, just petty thing I'm going to do is just touch on that Smitty built Stinger right there, because that's not going to do anything for this Jeep. This thing is just well built, gnarly, and just ready to rip. Listing all of those pictures. If you know me, you know I got a pet peeve with portrait. Everything is in landscape minus the screenshots of the TJ's part list, but obviously they made their listing in their phone when they were thinking about it. I think it's a pretty descriptive. Could you give me just a little bit more? Maybe. Would that be unreasonable to ask for? Maybe. Folks, I'm going to give this one a solid 4.46 stars. That's probably one of the highest ratings I've given a for sale ad yet, period, in all of these reviews that we've done. Good Jeep, fair price. It's got to find the right buyer, but looks like it's well made. And 65,000 miles on a 4.0, that's just barely getting broken in. All right, moving on. Supercharged Wrangler, low miles, $14,000. Okay. The guys are really throwing me a curve today, because I mean, I've seen some junk, and when I say junk, I mean overpriced stuff. If this is really a supercharged TJ at 14,000 miles, or $14,000, somebody better run out and buy that thing. All right, supercharged 2003 Jeep Wrangler. TJ 6-cylinder 4.0 manual trans with no leaks, and what? And only 54,000 original miles? What is going on? Where? Somebody better go buy this. It's tax season. All right. So original Rubicon axles and lockers, 488 gears, and 35-inch tires. Over $20,000 in aftermarket. Was fun to build and do some light wheeling, but not getting used much and ready to pass on to another enthusiast. $14K takes it. I gotta go. I'm done. I'm gonna go buy this. That's amazing. I'm out. That's not that far from me too. All right. I'm come back to it. I gotta revamp here. All right. Let's look at some pictures. Somebody's murdered it out. We got the Cooper STT Pro tires. I don't know whose bumper this is. That's a pretty generalized bumper design. We got a little fender delete going on here. I don't love the headlights, but that's just my preference. It's each their own. Got the double light bar. That's all cool. Hey, that's kind of neat. Neat. Kind of a two-tone, like a gray and a black. Just a regular black wheel. Got the black hinges, I dig what they got going on. Got the little gray, the camo gray stuff covering up that peanut butter gut interior. Got the little door foot peg here, quick release. All right, show me this. I want to see the motor. I want to see axle. Hello. I could be mistaken. We built one very similar not too long ago. I think that this could be I think it's called Boosted Works. It doesn't tell me over here whose the supercharger is, but I recognize this billet bracket here, what this is, and I need more pictures. I want to know so much more. All right, so let's just be critical. Let's jump at it. All right, so I got spaghetti. I got rainbow spaghetti here, right? So we got wires all over the place. I got something coiled up here, which I'm going to assume is the winch. Just all of this cable zip tied to the grill support. I'm going to fill you in again if you're unfamiliar. That I believe this is a company called Boosted Works. I think so. I think similar, and this is actually a repurposed supercharger from like a 3.8 motor, not a Jeep 3.8, but from a GM platform. And what they do is they take this supercharger and it's kind of factory design, and they retool it and they add the adapter brackets, and pretty cool. If you're unfamiliar with what a supercharger does, basically it's a forced air induction. When this thing is screaming down the highway, because it's got those 488 gears and a 4.0 on 35s, and it's breathing. Right, think of like the fat kid on the football field as he's chasing after it. All of a sudden, if you're just like pump him full of oxygen and give him all the air he could get, he's like, wakes back up and sprints after somebody. That's pretty much what a supercharger does. That's really a technical analogy. Go figure. Ours didn't fare so well. I'll be honest with you. And it came apart and it ingested the supercharger. Sometimes that's what happens when you're dealing with performance things. Sad face. Okay, I want to know so much more, but at $14,000, I'm gonna kind of just say shut up and take my money. That is the reality of the situation. If it really only has 54K on the engine chassis, I would like to know if that's really the case. How do you end up with Rubicon axles? I want to know that. If I get away from just the fact that I'm in love immediately, and I get back to the brass tacks. All right, pictures are largely in landscape. We got a couple portraits here. We're just kind of chilling on the carpet, and then we've got this one underhood shot. It could be better. But again, 14K is a really, really low number to argue with. So, good. I'm going to give this one. Pictures are clear. They're not all shadowy. There is some instructions, obviously, or some directions here that have told me about the Jeep. You got some, money invested in the aftermarket. Really don't tell us a whole lot about the Jeep other than it looks cool and it has a supercharger and it's low miles. But I have questions. I'm going to give this one a 3.333333. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to give this one a 3.3. All right, guys, we're going to move on to the last one, and that's only based on the actual seller's description, not on the Jeep itself. Important, keep that one in mind. 2006. Okay, I got ahead of myself and I read the number. About near had a kitten. 2016 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon Hard Sport Utility. What is it? Is that what that says? Rubicon Hard Sport Utility 4-door. Now, one of our very good viewers noticed that recently it said Rubicon Sport. And good eye. We were making sure you were paying attention. With that said, we appreciate you brought that up to our attention. And yet here we are with a Rubicon Hard Sport Utility. I don't know what that means. And it is listed at $52,000. Oh, this better be good. Okay. Ooh, I was hung up on that price. $52,000. This better be good. 2016 Jeep Rubicon Hard Rock, 42,000 miles, metal cloak 3.5-inch lift, Tom Woods drive shafts, Terraflex Falcon shocks, and hydraulic bumps, Terraflex steering stabilizer, Dana diff covers, Terraflex ball joints, Yukon 513 gears and chrome moly shafts, metal cloak 1-ton steering, Alpine radio with backup, Warn 10K winch, 37-inch Coopers with fuel wheels, aluminum Poison Spider crusher flares, Highline aluminum inner fenders, JCR tire care, high lift jack and mount, AFE exhaust, drilled and slotted rotors with pads, K&N cold air, Super Chips programmer with throttle controller, automatic start, got roughly 17 mpg to Moab and back, everything professionally powder coated. I have a ton of pictures. Facebook would only allow me 20. Any questions, feel free to message me, Prawley forgetting things. All right. Whew. Here we go. I mean, 42K with just a who's who list of parts and pieces. This might be worth it. Pretty standard stuff. Nice Dana diff cover. God, is that clean? This thing is it was used and then it was put away. Clean. Well, that's a neat color. We're also rocking the Cooper STT Pros. Man, that's just America's #1 selling tire. You heard it here first, folks. I love the bronze on the fuel wheel. They did they bought the high lift here. They have 2 high lifts? Oh, no, that's the reflection because this thing is so clean. Beautiful. I think that's the bronze on the bumper. This is outrageous. Got the 3.3 Falcons. Yeah, I think we took like professional photography on this thing. This person is this professional photography. What are we doing here? So there's my track bar reload bracket. Oh, you know what? This is like a diff cover guard, right? So there's a little skid here. You can see the 2 bolts. So this, as you drag the diff over, it protects the bottom side of the diff. Make sure your fill plug doesn't, rip off. I'm just in love with these pictures. Like this is just soothing. I could just look at the pictures all day long. Okay, I love the bronze. Whoever did this paint and bronze, that is gorgeous. Nice job. Now there's a Highline off-road like they had mentioned. God, this thing is gorgeous. That's a well-built, it's clean, put together nicely. Got the Factor 55 thimble there. Got the worn stuff down my back. Oh, it's over. Oh, it was so nice while it lasted. Okay. Back to reality. Okay. Is it worth $52,000? That is the question. It is really well built. It is really low miles. Is it worth 52? I don't know. But look at all of those nice, clear, beautiful pictures. I mean, the write-up is outstanding. Ask him for questions. I feel like as a discerning consumer, that I can come to this guy and ask to say, hey, I might give you 52G. You gotta make me feel good about doing that transaction. This is a well-built Jeep. Is it exactly how I would build it? No, but they never are, right? I mean, each Jeep is a reflection of the owner who put them together, and I have every bit of respect for that. This is just flat out a well-marketed, well-built, clean, appropriate Jeep. I think it's fantastic. I'd love for you to tell me, why is it so clean? Do you put it away at winter? Do you do, where's it been since 2016? We're, 6-7 years removed at this point. But why is there no miles on it? I'm nitpicking, but that's the reality situation. This thing is just beautiful. And I bet it just absolutely moves. With the 513 gears on 37s, I bet this thing just scoots and then wheels beautifully. Wow. Good sales. Could have told me just a smidgy bit more, but beautiful pictures. Great description of parts. Showed me just about everything. I typically like to see a gauge picture. I don't think I actually ever got to see an actual gauge picture, but you really showed me virtually everything else. Yes. These are great Jeeps. Great Jeeps. This one I'm going to give yet our highest score ever at 4.88. One of my favorite gear ratios. 4.88 stars. And that's just, you're a speck away from 5 full stars. Wow. Awesome. All right. Here we are, folks. This is the very end. This is what we're waiting for. Now I'm going to ambiguously rank them to say, what is the best buy for my dollar? What actually am I convinced I should reach into my pocket, stroke that check, beg, borrow, steal, and sell the farm for? These are all excellent. These were great Jeeps. What's my best product, as far as overall usage and finances to, say the best bang for my buck, if you will. So, yikes, this is super hard, but what I'm going to tell you in third place, and this is just because of this grouping of specific Jeeps, is going to be the $28,000 TJ on tons. And the only and main reason is I have strict reservation on this running down the road as a regular use everyday vehicle. Beautiful, awesome, well-built rig, but are you going to be able to use it year-round? No, it's strictly a toy or an in-town people mover. Go to the grocery store, get some ice cream, and scare the neighbors while you're at it. In second place is going to be the 42K 3.5-inch metal cloak lifted JK. God, is that thing gorgeous? Well marketed, clean, makes perfect sense. But, price point to have somebody go into their pocket and pull that 52G on a 2016 Jeep. I know the market's crazy, but I don't think it's that crazy. Great built Jeep, lots of good parts, but good luck with the sale. And honestly, the best bang for our buck, despite the fact that there is definitely some information lacking from the description, is going to be the $14,000 Supercharged 4.0 TJ. TJs are hot. They're desirable. This one's clean. It's got a nice, theme to it. And if it's really only got that 54,000 original miles, Rubicon 44s, 488 gears, this is bank. You're buying that one, and you're laughing your way to the bank because it's such a good buy. All right, Jeep family and auto enthusiasts of all types, ages, kinds, sizes, and shapes, we appreciate you for tuning in, following along with this program. Make sure you check out our podcast. Check us out on social media, on Insta, on Facebook. If you haven't taken a moment to like and subscribe, make sure you do that now. Leave us a comment. If you thought this was great, leave a comment. If you think it was terrible, leave a comment, then leave the door. We appreciate it. And we'll read it and respond accordingly. Until then, if you find something cool, let us know, and maybe it'll end up on here. Or if you yourself are trying to sell a vehicle and you think it would be fun for us to find it and review it, you can definitely put it into the inbox or into our messages here on YouTube or Facebook. Until then, Jeep family, Jeep on.